for most of my career, carriers raised rates once a year. It was your annual holiday present that you could count on every year, death, taxes, and GRI. But that era is over, right? 25 alone, there were 15 mid-cycle increases between both, and we're starting to see that very same pattern here in 26. Now, you let that sink in, right? That's not one general rate increase to plan around. That is a steady cadence of changes that will hit your invoices throughout the year. You've got demand, you've got peak, dimmed, adjustments to various fees, shipping charge corrections, accessorial increases, the triggers, right? Think AHS 40-pound minimum billable, the triggers when fees are initiated, minimum charge changes, fuel table updates, indice updates. Each one individually may appear relatively small, but when you stack them together across 15 events in 12 months, the cumulative impact on your spend is significant. And it almost always plays a larger role than just your single general rate increase on that annual basis. And again, the driver is Wall Street. They are beholden to, and the quarterly earnings and the shareholders, right? That pressure means that carriers can't wait 12 months to respond to a margin miss. So if the revenue per piece needs to come up, they have the tools to make it come up, and they are using them aggressively. We're seeing this in practice. So for you as a shipper, right, this requires a bit of a, call it vigilance, right, that you have not seen historically. The budget you set in January based on the annual GRI probably already wrong by April, especially this year with fuel. The shippers who are managing this well are not the ones doing the once a year, set it and forget it annual rate review, right? They're the ones that are that with the continuous visibility, especially through the platform, into their carrier data, catching each change as it lands and quantifying the dollar impact in real time. And this is really where the power of our platform comes in for each of you folks. It's a big part of what we built with Sifted Copilot. It identifies those mid-cycle increases, the changes, when they hit, quantifies it, gives you the tools through Copilot to quantify that, and what each one is actually costing you. And together with your logistics intelligence rep, you can help surface the strategies to then mitigate the impact. So whether that's a conversation with your carrier rep or a routing change, a shift in how certain volumes are allocated, maybe a diversification play, an additional carrier during peak, any number of strategies that we can deploy. But when the carriers are pushing through 15 changes a year, you cannot manage that with a spreadsheet and a quarterly review. You've got to have a tool that's watching every single day.